Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to welcome Drew Hallum of the Real Feels podcast in with us. There he is, waiting to get in. Let's get him in here. I think Drew Hallum is live. Oh, he's doing a dance. He's doing a cute little dance. Let's get him in here. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Hallum. Now, are you 5 minutes into the past? Tony, thank you. We gave him so much shit during that whole segment. But, welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Hey.
How the hell are you?
I'm good. I am good, sir.
Oh, it is great to have you here. And
Yes.
before we get started, now, first of all, I want to mention this to everybody. First of all, last year during the live stream for The Cure, Drew started something called hashtag Moonshine for Drew. Okay, so he said last year, if you guys reach X amount of dollars, I'll drink moonshine live on the stream, and people did. And he drank moonshine live on the stream. So this year, yesterday, he messaged me and he said, Nick, every $1,000 or so, I'll do moonshine. I'll drink moonshine, even though
take
it's
another shot.
like 10:30 in the morning over there on the West Coast. That's okay. It doesn't matter.
I will go get the bottle. It's the same bottle from last year.
Last night, he's like, every $1,000. And I was like, Drew, we already hit $1,000. Get drinking. So he sent me a video of himself doing a shot of moonshine. Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Hallum, Real Feels. Tell us what you're all about, buddy.
Hey, so I'm Drew. I'm one of 3 hosts for the Real Feels podcast. We are a movie review show where every other week we bring you a different genre of a different kind every single time. We have a list of 90 genres and subgenres that we're trying to make our way through. And so we just sit down, talk about what we like about the movie, what we didn't like about the movie, best parts, worst parts, best lines. We each create an individual segment of questions now for each movie that we cover. And it's just a hoot to sit down with some of your best friends and just discuss film.
I got to turn my mic up. That would help. But, yeah, it's that's 100% true. There's nothing better than sitting down with friends and just talking about movies, whether you're podcasting or whatever the case may be. We are thrilled, my friend, to have you here. And I just want to point out, over Drew's left shoulder, you can actually see this little nice wood cutout. Actually, he's got the Starfleet logo right above his head, too, but that nice Real Feels woodcut podcast logo. Drew, I believe that you're offering a little something
I am
on the stream as a prize. What is that going to be?
So one of the prizes is going to be this lovely, let me get it and turn it around.
Look at that bad boy.
So it is a nice wood carving of the live stream for The Cure logo done by, honestly, I can't take credit for it. It was done by one of my students, much like my Real Feels logo behind me. So he did this in his graphic arts class with the laser cutter. So for every person during this half-hour segment that's going to be voting at least a tier 3 or above is going to go into a drawing if there's more than one. If it's only one of you, then you get a neat little wood carving.
Justin Winter said Drew putting his kids to work. I love it. That is an absolutely gorgeous wood cutting. So ladies and gentlemen, that's a donation. The Real Sweatshop says for the
Oh, good lord.
That $25 or above, ladies and gentlemen, make a donation during Drew's segment and you get entered to win that beautiful, beautiful wood cutting. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much for putting that together and for offering that as a prize, because that's amazing. I love that.
It's a fun little thing. And then everyone else that's going to be voting either like in tier 1 or tier 2, I have stickers and magnets to be going out. So everybody gets a prize.
Get your Real Feels swag, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that big red donate button right down below where Drew's beautiful face is right now. You can hit that red donate button and get entered to win. The kids shouldn't be in school. They should be donating. So it's crazy.
They're not in school. I took off work to be here, so they're stuck in school.
All right. Well, Drew, you are here, my friend.
Yes.
Because you wanted to talk about guilty pleasures.
Oh, guilty pleasure movies.
What
just the beautiful stuff out there that we might hide in the back of the closet, but it's really our own comfort zone.
Yeah. So I've got to know. Just start just start laying them on me, baby, because I've got a bunch. And I know I've talked about them a lot on our show and during the live stream for The Cure last year. We talked about some guilty pleasures and stuff. I'm going to try to avoid mentioning Judge Dredd or Godzilla 1998. But we all know those are on my list. We all know.
So, I mean, the thing about like guilty pleasure movies, you got to have this love for them, these things that completely draw you back once again. It might be the hook, it might be the plot, it might just be the witty writing, some of the actors in there, but it's definitely these things that you love to dust off, or even possibly don't even have to dust off because you watch them in secret all the time. But God, guilty pleasure movies are so great. So I thought we would go down a list of, in Real Feel style, different genres that we could definitely highlight. One thing I would love to start off with is childhood favorites and things that I definitely watched as a kid repetitively all the time. And I know this is something that you're not necessarily going to agree with me with, but I absolutely adore Transformers, the movie, 1986.
Oh, God damn it. God fucking damn it.
Started strong. Stan Bush, you got the touch, baby.
Wait, where is it?
Yeah!
Oh my God. Welcome, Lisa from I Shake My Head, to the chat. Sean from What Does It Matter is floating around over there, and he says, Drew, yes, that's the only Transformers movie.
I agree.
I hate Transformers the movie so much.
It's something that I watched repetitively as a child, and I would actually sit down and watch the movie over and over again with like babysitters, and I'd be drawing my own little Transformers over and over, creating new little things, and it was just fun. And okay, even if you don't like, you know, how campy the writing might be, or even the animation style or the story overall, you cannot deny that soundtrack. The soundtrack is gold. There's another bump on.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking to the executive producer. Dan chimed in and he let us know are we page 1?
Page 1. I would consider that page 1.
We are 23rd so far in the TV and or movie talk shows and podcast category on Twitch right now for the live stream for The Cure. We got to get up that list.
More people watching.
More people watching. Yeah, I am not a fan of Transformers. I will, like, I know you got the touch. Like, I know it's the song, and I love that they even put that in Bumblebee. Oh, we got a donation. Brianna0990 for your $40 donation.
Ooh.
There's one person entered.
There's one person in for a wood carving.
There you go, for a wood carving. Let's see. Paul Chomo from Environments. If we're talking about the 2007 movie, the still picture of Megan Fox wearing Daisy Dukes next to the car is the only good thing about that movie.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. No.
What was something from your childhood that you enjoyed?
Yeah, that movie did not come out in your childhood, Paul. Paul from Environments just turned 11.
Paul might have the mentality of an 11-year-old, but it's still good.
Not a fan of Transformers the movie. You know what? I'm going to swerve hard into just. I love both of these movies, and it breaks my heart that I'm not going to be able to see them on the big screen because they're being re-released. Like, I think they actually already finished that Fathom event, but I'm going to go to Batman Forever. Yeah.
Little campy, little quirky.
Tommy Lee Jones. No one's ever chewed more scenery than Tommy Lee Jones.
That's one where I mean it's I think in some sense universally kind of like, again, go to the corner, bad movie. But I really did like Jim Carrey's portrayal of the Riddler because it brought back this comic book aspect of like how crazy he really was. I love the antics. I love the energy that he brought to it. That was fun for me. Freeze in Arnold? No, not so much.
We're not there yet. I didn't talk about the other 1990s Batman movie with Joel Schumacher yet. Julio from the Contrarians agrees with you, though. Carrey's Riddler makes it worth it. The Cinema Guys said that Seal song. Man, I love that movie. I think Sean from What Does It Matter said, did somebody say that was a bad movie? I enjoy it. Talk about movies from my childhood. I mean, I was a teenager when that movie came out, but I do still really, really enjoy that movie. I love it. If Batman and Robin comes up, I'm canceling my segment, says Paul Giamatti. I'm going to turn my microphone down. No.
Moving on to another little category, something I like to call horrible guilty pleasures. So if you had a horror guilty pleasure, what would that be? A
horror guilty pleasure? Can I just call that any horror movie that I actually enjoy, because there's so few of them? Especially from childhood, like from the 80s and 90s and stuff, I don't think I have one. Like, I'm a fan of so few horror movies that I probably couldn't name one. Chat, let us know some of your favorite horror movie, like 80s and 90s especially, or when you were a kid, guilty pleasures. I have none. I have nothing. Nothing to bring. Hang on, wait. I got this. Hang on, wait.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
It's all right. It's okay. I personally absolutely love the Puppet Master franchise, and it's so bad that it's good. And that's the beauty of like 1989. It tried to hang on to the 80s as long as possible. It's just, I don't know.
The cinema guys over in the chat, this is what Justin does. He just makes up movies. Ghoulies, Critters. You're just putting words down and calling them horror movies. I swear to God, that's what that is. I know they're real movies. I know. I'm kidding, but I swear, I'm like, that's what Justin does. He posts movies. He's like, I'm just going to look around my room and pick random objects. I'm watching The Wine Glass
Kaiser so say the room.
Yeah. I swear to God. Jared Taylor says The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
I don't think I've seen the second one.
I have not seen any Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie ever.
If I can recommend like a few other ones that are just they're so bad that they're good, and you can't even deny the fact that they're bad. There's one that's called Zombievers, and it's about beavers that get infected with like toxic waste and they become undead zombies.
I think I've seen that movie.
Zombievers is great.
My God.
It is definitely so bad that it's good.
One movie that I saw that was really, really bad, and it has Robert Englund in it in the most over-the-top, ridiculous, campy performance ever.
He's like a professor or a teacher or something.
It's in Zombies versus Strippers.
That's
a made-up movie.
Swear to God, that is not a made-up movie. He's like a sleazy like porno producer, strip club owner, or something like that in it. And he's ridiculous. Chris Yaney said, "Random items in a room. That's how Stephen King writes books." Sean from What Does It Matter? The Room is amazing, especially for a horror film. Wait, I could chime in on this. Hang on. Wait, damn it.
What a story, Mark.
There we go.
I have actually only seen The Room once, and I don't want to watch it again. I have no actual desire for it.
You must be kidding, aren't you?
Jesus Christ. That was good. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect.
And I forgot about this. We talked about it when the Take Two guys got on the air as well, but huge news dropped yesterday with all but confirmed now Robert Pattinson to play Batman in the Matt Reeves Batman trilogy. What do you think, Drew?
I honestly don't know. I'm not set on it, but then again, I've been very deterrent of a majority of things Twilight. For years, I kind of like talk crap about the novels, and then I finally had to read them because I'm a very big, proponent of you can't talk, trash unless you've actually have something to go back on. You have to have a platform for it. So I finally read the first book, and then I'm like, okay, now I can talk crap about your awfulness. I just
the
I don't know.
guy says,
I'm not set.
They said as long as the bat suit sparkles in the sunlight. Sean from What Does It Matter said, Drew, you're doing The Room on What Does It Matter with him. You have to now.
Oh, Sean, why?
Stop ganging up on me!
Oh, Sean.
I'm so happy I have you as my best friend.
Jesus Christ.
I still
So
really
terrible.
think about the missed opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, when they went and they cast Joaquin Phoenix in this Todd Phillips Joker movie, but we could have had Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, Joker.
So speaking of like the Joker and whatnot, let's veer away from horror. How about superhero films? Superhero guilty pleasure films.
Well, I said the first one, I guess. So I gotta go. Paul Varmint's just disconnected from the thing. So
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
Batman and Robin.
Okay.
Oh, come on, he says. I love it.
It's
I love
fun.
it.
It has its own little like unique aspects to it. I mean, and again, that's the thing that you gotta adore about guilty pleasure. You shouldn't be truly ashamed because there's something about it that you're going to love. You're gonna get, as we say, like you're gonna get them real feels for it.
You know what the most fun thing was? And I'm going to hit a couple of them right now, but I actually did this when we talked about the movie way long time ago on Epic Film Guys, but I actually went through the entire movie and I pulled out a ton of Arnold's Mr. Freeze quotes. I'm going to drop some of them on you right now, all right?
Yes.
The Iceman cometh. What killed the dinosaurs?
Yes!
The Ice
That's
Age!
perfect. Drew, that was perfect.
That was even.
Oh, God. I didn't know that clip was going to keep going.
Freeze well.
Chew.
Oh, here we go.
I find that unlikely.
Let's see. Tony81 says, why didn't we schedule Brayton with Drew and just have a half-hour laugh off?
Yes!
Chris Brayton's laugh is so infectious.
Chris, myself, and Derek from Work Life and Balance. I always kind of claim that like we're brothers separated at laugh.
My name is Freeze. Learn it well. For it's the chilling sound of your doom.
I'm playing all these just for Paul Chomo right now because he says he demands a part of the proceeds from this event.
Oh God!
I think it was definitely. It's not a good movie in any way, shape, or form. But I think what Schumacher wanted to do. I mean, he was told to make basically a 2-hour toy commercial, but that's beside the point. But I think what he does is he takes this franchise and he makes this is like a worthy successor to like the 60s Batman in terms of its over the top ridiculous campiness,
Right.
Tonight, hell freezes over.
Are you proud of that?
Jared Taylor, Superman 3, he just threw in the ring.
Okay. I am a huge fan, and we just did it on our show. I absolutely love Sam Raimi's Darkman, and that is something that I grew up just completely adoring. I mean, not necessarily, Liam Neeson's like, my hand. But, but I mean, things like that, where it is this mystery, it is this anti-hero that's just super fun. I also love the aspect that he could change faces all the time. And even though like the science didn't really make sense, or even if he changed his face, he somehow also matched the proportions of their body somehow. But it's a kooky, fun little movie. He's coming right off of the hype of Evil Dead and soon to bring us Spider-Man. But it's just one of those movies that's just fun, and it spawned 2 sequels. And probably a sequel with one of the greatest titles ever, Darkman 3, Die, Darkman, Die.
I've never seen a single Darkman movie.
A single one? I'll send you my DVDs if you want. You can have
Is the
them.
party over?
I added all these Mr. Freeze clips in here, and now I'm like, oh God, now my soundboard list is way bigger than it was. Now it's going to get even more annoying to get through. Ah, damn it.
Your emotions make you weak. That's why this day's mine.
You don't need Epic Film Frog. You just need Epic Freeze.
That is very, very true.
Go fuck yourself.
Wow. Wow. Now you badmouth the frog. Good. Good, Drew.
It happens. How about a little 1996 with The Phantom?
Never seen it.
Oh, that is just like that beautiful layer of processed cheese on top of your nachos. It is a beautiful thing with Billy Zane. It's
Where when
just-
you
it's
leave it
just
for
fun.
5 minutes, you just try to pull one chip out and the whole pile comes with it. It's like, oh, I guess I wanted all this.
Yeah, as Jack Black would say, like if it's stuck together, it's one nacho.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've never seen it, unfortunately. I've heard a lot.
No.
Oh, Sean says The Phantom is so awful and top of awful. Yes?
Just the sprinkling of awful.
Just a sprinkling. Before we got 10 minutes left of Drew's segment. This is just, man, cruising by. I wish we had you here all day,
It really
Drew.
is.
Although I know you'll be
I'll be here. I'm
online all day.
I
And
will
we'll
be
bring
here
you in
all
for
day.
some of the other segments and stuff like that we do. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, once again, right down below Drew's beautiful face, just look at it. Look at him. Right down below, you can hit that big red donate button. Again, during this segment, $25 donation. Get you entered to win that beautiful, beautiful wood carving that one of his students did. He's going to pull it back up here. Just beautiful. Justin sent him the logo, and it just looks absolutely amazing. You can get that, and a $25 donation, and any donation gets you entered
Any
to win some
donation
Real
will get you
Feels
something.
stickers and magnets. We'll send you all sorts of stuff. So what other genres do you got, Drew? What
Oh
other
gosh,
genres do you love?
I have comedy, sci-fi, western, sports, romance.
Man,
Take your pick.
I will take romance for $500, Alex.
Romance for 500. And I got something that I truly love. It's just like it's a nice feel good movie for me. If I'm speaking correctly, and she can correct me if I am very wrong because she'll be on later, but I know Ashley doesn't necessarily like it. You've Got Mail. I believe she hates You Got Mail.
Dan, does Ashley hate You Got Mail? The executive producer, ladies and gentlemen.
I could be wrong, but I really like You Got Mail. I mean, it's just another combo of like Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. I think it's a fun story. It was originally based off of a play, and it's just, I don't know, it's kooky, it's fun. I'm not a huge fan of like Dave Chappelle in the movie per se, but it's good. It's a feel-good comedy.
Yeah. Yep. Julio from the Contrarians, boo, got mail.
And that's fine. This is stuff I like. It's not a matter of whether they like it or not. These are my guilty pleasures.
That's right. That's guilty pleasures, Julio. Damn it. I'll never forgive him for making me watch Basic Instinct 2. Never.
The unforgivable sin, Julio.
Brad from the Cinema Guys, Forces of Nature is my biggest guilty pleasure. Not sure how the rest of the team feels about this movie. Forces of Nature?
I don't even know what that is.
What the fuck? Damn it,
See,
Brad.
now someone's making up movies.
Brad went to the random word generator.
Paul Chomo said You've Got Mail is as funny as Schindler's List.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Good lord.
No, stream's over, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's stopping that.
Let's go home.
My god. Okay, so other genres you gave me.
Sci-fi,
sci-fi.
sports, action, sci-fi. Okay, sci-fi. You and I are definitely on a team with like, Judge Dredd or possibly Demolition Man. However, I absolutely adore Starship Troopers, with as kooky and bad CGI as it is.
Starship Troopers is incredible.
It's so good.
It's such a good movie. I'm doing my part,
good.
Drew. I'm doing my part.
You are.
So
It's just fun. It's just downright fun. You want to see some bugs get shot? Go see some bugs get shot. You want to see Doogie Howser wear like a Hitler uniform? You can still do that as well. It's not bad at all.
it's an amazing movie. I think, like, back when it came out, people were less high on it than they are now. I think a lot of people have really come around on that movie and really enjoy it now. I think whatever Verhoeven was going for some reason, people in the 90s just didn't get it. And I think opinion has turned around on that one, I would think. Dan Brennick says Event Horizon. Fuck you, Event Horizon is terrible.
You're terrible. I fucking die of death.
I like Event Horizon. It actually made a not bad novelization of it as well.
Oh, I'll turn on. Die of death. I don't know. What do you want from
I gotta turn that goddamn filter off of his voice. Oh, it sounds ridiculous. I hate Event Horizon with a passion.
Do you?
It was terrible. Oh my god, I don't get why people like it. Ooh. Interrupted Tales checking in with a $20 donation. Would you like to know more? Wait, I'm gonna click. Gotta have a Julio from the Contrarians checking in with a $10 donation. And that right now we are at $1,220. 16. Actually, no, that's wrong. That didn't update yet. Hang on. Wait until that updates and I'll tell you what it is. $1,250, I believe.
Mm-hmm. $1,250.
I can't math. Drew, you're a teacher. Teach me to math.
I don't teach math. I teach English. Some math has letters and words.
Some math has letters and words. Interrupted Tale says, even closer to Moonshine to Electric Boogaloo.
Woo! If people start donating, properly, and they start getting those money rolling in, I'll double up the shots of Moonshine. I think spacing it out at least properly, it won't affect me too badly.
Don't you love him, ladies and gentlemen? Drew will destroy his liver if it means finding a cure for cancer.
I'm here for everyone.
Oh my god. Drew, we've just got a few minutes left in this segment here, and it doesn't matter. We're running over into a free-for-all, so it doesn't matter if we run a few minutes long. So I want to do two more genres, and then tell everybody all the fun stuff, plug your show, whatever. But, oh god, sports. You mentioned sports.
I did mention sports. So something for me for sports, this is like an honorable mention first. Growing up, I absolutely loved Happy Gilmore growing up because it was in conjunction with Billy Madison and Tommy Boy. But Happy Gilmore was something that my friends and I watched consistently all the time. It was almost like every other weekend. And it was just one of the more quotable movies that we had growing up. I absolutely loved it.
I also love The Replacements, Jared. Excellent movie. What does Keanu Reeves say in that movie? I forget. Something Chicks Dig Scars. That's
Cool
not what
Runnings
he said.
is fun.
Dan said Cool Runnings in the chat. I love Cool Runnings as well. I will stick with Adam Sandler, and I'm gay. Yes. I'm gonna go with The Water Boy. Adore The Water Boy. I don't think that's not liked or anything, but I just adore that movie. Ben Franklin is the devil. Kathy Bates in that movie is a treasure.
Kathy
we should
Bates
all love.
Is very good in the movie.
Love
she's funny.
Mama
She's very,
Boucher.
very funny.
God, one more genre, Drew. One more.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna come back because I just stuck with my honorable mention. The actual choice for that though, Dodgeball. I really, really enjoy Dodgeball with Vince Vaughn.
Hang on.
Is it another?
Nope. I'm gonna give myself one of these. Never seen it. Never seen it.
Nick, you got to watch it. It's one of those films where you have a nice ensemble cast, and it's not necessarily the highest ranking people in Hollywood, but it's a fun, cohesive group that just play off each other incredibly well. You have Ben Stiller being an annoying little shit, and it's just fun. It's a fun film, and it's a feel-good film as well. Makes you believe in yourself.
I've never seen it.
You should do it. You should do it, man. You should do it.
In this universe, there's only one absolute. Everything freezes.
Does anybody live close enough to Paul Chomo? Can we go check on him, make sure he's okay with all these Mr. Freeze sound drops? I'm worried about him.
These should have been the sound clips if you only had sound during the technical issues that should have been playing.
That just repeatedly, just Epic Seed No Films guy Nick. I told you, Duty. I could go movie for movie with Duty probably from Shaken.Nerd. One more genre, Drew. Let's get one more genre in here.
Should we do action or movies growing up, dystopian?
Let's do action. Let's do action movies.
All right. I would have mentioned The Mummy, but I know you already talked about The Mummy earlier, and we both absolutely adore that film because Brendan Fraser needs to be back. I mean,
Right?
he's already on Doom Patrol,
yeah.
but he needs to be back. He needs to have more. Another one. Another one that recently just came out with So I Married a Movie Geek. I absolutely love Last Action Hero. I love the fact that it pokes fun at itself, and I love just the concept of how ridiculous and over the top it actually is, and even calls to the point of acknowledging it in the movie. It's just a fun, stupid film.
Jared Taylor says Commando. Dan says Triple Frontier because fuck you, Nick. He also said The Expendables. I hated that Triple Frontier movie. I hated it. God. Action for me. Oh, shit. What would I say action-wise? I don't even know. I can't. I've seen so few movies. I'm like, God. Oh, man. Action movies.
You want to stick with Judge Dredd?
I'm gonna throw. You know what? I'm gonna throw some love, and it was Justin that introduced me to the glory of the Bronson.
You believe in Jesus? Yes, I do. Well, you're gonna meet him.
No, it is not Mr. Majestic because that movie is terrible. But Death Wish 3, the third act of Death Wish 3 is literally some of the most insane things I have ever seen in a film, and I adored it.
I can honestly say I have not seen anything past the original.
Death Wish 3, like the first 2/3 of it, you're like, holy fuck, something happened. And then there's this whole block war. Like, it literally, he's walking around with like a machine gun. Like, the final, the head gang guy, like, he launches a fucking rocket into him and launches him out a window and blows him up.
Does he give a line like Nicolas Cage saying, "It's you, you're the Rocket Man"?
Can we talk about how great The Rock is for just a moment?
I love The Rock.
The Rock
I don't
is
even know
so
why
good.
I didn't have The Rock.
Welcome
I
to
might
The
have,
Rock.
I might have put The Rock on here as like a drama, but I do enjoy The Rock very much so.
Nicolas Cage at his most Nicolas Cagey, I think.
As he's going full Cage.
Yeah.
I think Wicker
movie.
Man might be full Cage.
The bees! Ah!
As he goes all Bangkok dangerous and roundhouse kicks a lady into a wall, bear punching a woman in the face.
Oh my God, well, Drew, this has been an absolute treat, and I know we're gonna have you on the air again sometime
I'll be
during the
back,
event.
people.
Play games, do shots of moonshine. I think we just got to get him in here just
Shots
to
of
do those
moonshine.
whenever we hit those donation goals. Again, we are 16.5% toward our goal. Thank you all so much to our generous donors. Drew, please tell everybody about Real Feels and about where we can find you out there on the World Wide Web.
Yeah, guys, if you want to find us up on Twitter, we are at Real Feels Pod. That's REEL because, wordplay. You can also find us up on Facebook, Instagram. You can send us an email at realfeelspodcast@gmail.com. And every other Thursday, we're going to bring you a different genre of a different kind. And, we're going to talk about movies. If you like them, great. If you don't like them, that's also great. It's not a big deal, just as long as you're enjoying film and having good company.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you get in that donation real quick, you get a chance to win that beautiful wood carving that one of his students did for the live stream for the Cure logo. It's beautiful. Endless thanks to you for your student doing that. That was absolutely amazing. Can we get some hashtag Real Feel Sweatshop over in the chat again? Because that was great. That was absolutely great. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we are going to spin over into some pre-recorded content and take a little bit of a stream break. I'm going to probably get some coffee and try to stretch my legs a little bit. When we come back, Dan's making the we're going to have sex motion, so apparently that's happening.
No, I'm very enthusiastic about the coffee.
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Drew. We love you, and
No problem, man.
you're such a huge supporter of this event last year and this year. We really appreciate you. You've gone above and beyond, especially with that beautiful wood carving. Again, I got to take my hat off to you. That's absolutely amazing.